I just had to walk right the way down the back to bring these two up. They were there for a bit, Stan and Mick. But then I put the rubbish bin out. So I just went down and got them. They just follow me up, guys. Nobody gets stressed. Dan's always 10 miles behind. Mickey just follows, don't you, bub? Come on, Pat, come on, keep walking. Let's go. We've got a way to go yet to get to the house. I'm about halfway down the property at the moment. Still walking. He still walks. Dan's there. So we're just going back up to the house. Put them in their yards, give them a quick feed before the dentist gets here. Yeah.
It wasn't like a loose. You get a particular feel when it's loose, a particular sound. But that was not an issue there. His bottom teeth are quite good. Second back tooth on the bottom on this side's a little high on the inside edge, the tongue side.
Yeah.
But he's really managing his mouth very well at my age.
Yeah, so he gets a what do we give him? Oh, I think it's a 6 kilo feed of slop, and then he can eat grass. You see, I've seen him eating grass still, so he's usually pretty well right. He's very dramatic. He's an Arab.
Dramatic.
Got to lean back. Got to do the I'm a drama queen act. And if he doesn't want to get on the float, he develops cat claws. He's hilarious for that.
He doesn't have an issue with floating as such. He just sometimes says, "I don't want to go," or is he?
Yeah. I was down at Harding's paddock once, and he wouldn't come home, so I had to get a mate of mine to drive the float home, and I rode him flat out for till we got home 9 k's. And he didn't want to stop either. He wanted to keep running past my place and keep going. He was having a ball. He used to be very, very fit.
Big heart.
Oh, lots of heart. Lots of heart. And he was fun because you wouldn't come off him. He was just fun.
You're a very, very, very good boy. Oh yeah, he has a polypy thing just inside his nostril, hasn't he?
Mm. Yeah.
Darling.
That's all to do with his cancer.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's I won't touch cancer because once you touch it, it just goes off.
Yep, I have my little Appy mare has a few lumps on her.
Yeah.
And the vet said, look, it probably isn't very nice stuff, but they haven't changed for years.
Just leave them.
Well, she said, but we can, take a sample and test it. And I went, no, you're not touching them. Because that's, it's a sure way to open the door, isn't it?
Yeah, it just sort of, it becomes a nightmare when you open the door. And I just think he's living such a good life. I was still riding him when I moved in here.
It's all about maintenance, isn't it?
And then one day I was in the paddock doing a counter and he just did a series of pig roots and he's never done anything like that. And I went, I think you've had enough.
Yeah.
So I never bothered again. But I used to take him up to Atkinson Dam up the road there. By himself. He's great to ride around by himself.
That's nice. It always makes life easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's very trustworthy that way. He may not want to do something, but you can make him. He's sort of...
So he does it all okay.
He just does his little Arab thing, you know.
It's amazing how many people have said to me over the years, oh, how do you get on with my dogs? And I said, any horse that's not handled or treated nicely has its foibles. Arabs are very intelligent. You sort of make it clear what you're doing, and there's no problem with them. But
No.
people see them, dancing around, oh, they're badly behaved, and go, well, no, they're not. They're dancing in their own space. Arabs, dance a bit, but they're not trying to jump on you.
He did that once we were going mustering, and I didn't know he'd done this, or whether he had ever done it. And my friends are saddled up and sitting on their horses, and we got there, and I threw a saddle on and went to get on him, and as I'm trying to get on him, he started running in circles, and John says, can't you control that horse? And I've gone, yeah. But he was excited about the cows, and I didn't realise. He was just so excited, and once we started,
even be a rounding up horse for the day.
He thought it was fantastic, so I don't know who took him doing that. And we had the best day. He worked hard, and he'd let me know if one of the seers was off to the side. He said, "Can we go and get it, Mum? Can we go and get it?"
You loved it, hey?
He did. He thought it was a thrill. And he's such an agile little boy. He says, "I'm thinking about it." He says, "I'm discussing it with myself."
You're just an angel, aren't you? I am. He doesn't have tartar on his bridle teeth either because he hasn't got any.
Well, that's a point, yeah. He loves kids though, you know, he loves teaching kids to ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, John used to use them a lot to teach clients how to ride properly because he actually makes them learn.
Worth its weight in gold then, isn't it?
Well, if they're not on the right diagonal, he twists his bottom so that he puts them on the right diagonal.
Oh, kicks them across.
Yeah.
Bumps them across.
Yep, and he won't trot unless they're sitting square on him, and he won't canter unless the child is sitting square.
So underneath he's got them balanced.
Yep.
Not having to duck off and catch them off the side.
Yep. He makes them learn.
Let's have a little check up each side. Absolutely. Up. Yes. No, you've got beauty bits. You have a double whirl.
Yes, he does. It does.
Yeah, it's very intelligent, and that can be a bit naughty. It can be difficult, but it can also be wonderful.
If you're doing a big ride, he was so in sync with you to say, "What do you reckon, Dan?" He'd just... It was always left to him to decide whether he could do it. It was more exciting that way.
When I'm standing here, I can smell a little odour which is classic with, you know, lumps and bumps growing. I'd say it's that nostril one because it's not coming from his mouth. Yes. Good boy. Are you popping here? That's a good lad.
He's holding good weight. Everything's fine with him.
That's wonderful.
You know. I rug him up when it gets for the QH and that, and I'll put the rug back on him today when he gets fed tonight. I'd like him to have a mesh rug on, but it just tears these hips to pieces, so I just don't do that.
Yeah.
So he gets a cotton one. And I do have a couple of flag rugs for him for the summer. And that's when he will go full hood.
Flag rugs are nice if they can keep them on and not tear them.
There's 5 other horses going to pull them off.
You have friends who help?
Yes. But the bugs do get him in midsummer. They get him something fierce.
The pony is new-ish because I lost my big fella, so I haven't had the pony who's come as a companion for a summer yet, so I don't know what he's like with insects, but I know my little Appy girl, she's quite a hot horse, but she has to have that light cotton on, late afternoon, early mornings for the insects. It's just got a bit of tough.
Well, we go through a period here where we have a mosquito plague.
Yeah.
So I have to have rugs for everybody because you can hear them galloping around at night. And you just, the first time you hear it, you just get out, and you yard them up and put all their rugs on. So that they're more comfortable, and that's when they just go, "Oh, thank goodness, Mum."
It's all right, darling. Just got a little bit of stuff stuck between your teeth. Saliva's really good at getting rid of stuff that gets stuck between teeth, but every now and then you just get one of those stalky chunks that's jammed in there.
Oh, well, I've opened up the back paddock, you see, and it's a bit rough down there. Because that's my spare feed.
I bet it's fun getting down there, isn't it?
Oh, there's a creek down there. No. Which surprised me. I don't get ticks, and I didn't at my other place either. The only time we ever saw a tick on a horse was after we'd been out trail riding out the back.
Yeah.
But we never got them on the farm. And I had cattle as well. So it was good. He hasn't done well this year at all. I'm getting concerned about him.
Oh, okay. Are his poos still normal?
Yeah.
Sometimes they open their mouths and go.
Yeah, I don't know whether he's stressing because these two horses came in. When he was at my other farm, he didn't realise I owned him. He thought he was just there on adjustment. It wasn't till I moved here that he realised I was mum, and he just changed his whole mentality, became a much better horse. I mean, I didn't think he was bad in the first place, but, you know, he was a horse.
Can you hear how nice and deep that sound is the whole way up?
Yeah.
You often get thinner sound where teeth are more.
No, his front teeth just degenerated and came out, and I've been mushing feeding him for about 4 years now.
And you do wonder, when you haven't known them all their lives, have they had a barrier injury? Have they been pushed by another horse in a race? Might not have done any damage at the time, but it could have damaged the gum.
Yeah, that later on it's like that.
Of the teeth,
Yeah. As I say, I never have problems with him. He steps back and misbehaves, but he's probably the one I put the least amount of pressure on.
Honestly, at this stage, you don't have to, would you? Happy life for everybody. Don't want him to get hurt as well as yourself.
Well, when this person I went to pick him up, I said to the guy, well, he can't live at my place unless I can walk in that yard, and he was a bleeding mess from the QH. Unless I can pick all 4 feet up. And he sort of looked at me and went, I said, well, I'm going to give it a go. He stood there perfectly and let me do it, and I was stranger. And yet now I know he's got stranger danger, so there must have been just something about me.
He was probably going, oh, thank God, he's my angel.
Yeah, so, and he's been like that ever since.
Another double whirl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's not stupid.
I know, it feels weird, doesn't it? Good boy.
He was screaming the other night, actually, and I came out, and he was over there, and he was lost in the dark because the others were still in the yards, and Dan's lost most of his sight as well. So they don't see in the dark, and he was frightened because Dan was stuck in the trees. He couldn't get himself out of the trees because he didn't know where they were.
So that you know.
Yeah, so I had to come out and go down and sort them out, and it took me a couple of minutes to realise what was going on. He was just standing there.
Fortunately, that's all it was, but...
He's good at sticking his leg in fences and then calling out and going, Mum, I'm stuck. I say, no, you're not. Get your leg out, and then I'll have to come and rescue him because he wants attention. None of them do. They will just stand there with the leg in a fence. Mum, where are you? Mum, come and get us out.
Anything for attention.
Yeah, Dan had his in the gate the other day. Mickey stuck his in the fence 3 times the other day.
You doing all right?
He scratches himself on the electric fence because he likes the sensation.
A little bit kinky, I think.
That's why I say, Psycho Mick.
Something that's really lovely about him. Often when they get mature, you know, they get a little bit hard and wrinkly around the muzzle.
No, he's soft as, isn't he?
Looks like he's about 4, doesn't he?
Yeah, as I say, he's a beautiful looking horse. He was really majestic.
So who was he in training with for such a long time? Did he swap stables around a bit?
No. And he raced under the name of Elko Mick. Apparently they knew a bloke down the road. Named the horse after him.
As I say, is that one of those names that, you know...
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Because I could feel where his teeth are and how they are, I haven't put the gag on him because I didn't want that to trigger him into those.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Working this way.
Yeah, I don't think Peter ever put a gag on him either.
Oh, okay.
I think he was...
And some you do, some you don't. But,
Yeah.
You know, if I was finding there were some issues up there, you'd go, well, you know, come on, mate, we really need to have a better look. But
he has been gagged by people, and I think the first time Kurt Bogle did it, I gagged him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another name. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I put the gag on for him.
Oh, okay. He didn't mind you doing it.
No. But Kurt was always very good with him. So it's not like he's not had his teeth done before. He's usually had them done every year, except for last year. But
You're doing all right. Good boy. Need to have a little feel there, buddy. Just worn away a little bit more on this top one, where the front is usually squarish. It's worn away. It's almost like it's a bit seaty, but it's just
yeah. Right. Since I moved out here. Yeah, they sort of fell out.
Yeah, but there's no feed packing up around it or anything.
Yeah.
So it's not something I'd want to take out because you're going to leave a hole and you're going to do a little bit of gum damage.
Yeah,
taking it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
If you're ever concerned, if something's looking a bit wonky, a bit bleeding, or you're not quite sure about it, give me a ring because I'm 15 minutes that way.
Oh, cool.
We'll do a
Yeah,
drive-by.
yeah. It's like they are still growing, the ones that are there. I mean, they weren't there a while ago, and then all of a sudden they're back again, and I'm going, oh look, you've got teeth again.
Yeah, so they're still erupting. Whatever's left is still coming out. So they wear off quickly too.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, he's down the back trying to graze, and I dare say if it's soft and it's new, he can grab it.
And they're very clever at using their gums and their tongues.
Yeah, because cows are big tongue grabbers, but...
So if you can get a little bit of length on it,
yeah.
they can grab it.
As I say, he's up to nearly 9 kilos of feed a day.
Because the thing as they get more mature too is, like, it's a 3 kilo feed or whatever. And when they're young and they're probably getting 95% of the value out of that. But as they get more mature and the gut's less efficient, they're probably only getting 55 or 60% value out of it. So they need to be fed more because they're getting less out of it. And the number of people I have I've vetted a lot of people out over the years who've gone back to see a horse who was pretty poor, it's looking good, then you go back again 6 months later.
Well, this is the toughest year we've had.
They put on so much weight. You stop feeding him so much.
No, never.
Because you were feeding him.
Keep feeding. And I was talking to Travis the other day about it, and he said, yeah, that everybody's horses are having it tough because they didn't have a proper winter. And they're all looking a bit scraggly. Yeah, so I didn't feel so bad, but I've been spending $400 plus a week on feed for them. Yeah.